Hey there. Today I am going to talk about light and why we are experiencing it, why it's coming towards us, and why the earth is moving into this time of great awakening. Okay, so I wanted to share this picture I have here from Melchizedek. I love this book. It's from The Ancient Secret of the Flower of Life, Volume 1 by Melchizedek, and I picked this up in 2015. I was really blown away by the information, and I encourage you to read it if you are at all interested in this subject. So in this book is this picture that Drumballo shares, and it's really the best picture that I've had come across to explain what we're going through. And I'm sure there's a lot of different stuff out there, but again, this is just what's resonated with me and what I found. So it talks about where we are galactically in the universe, planet Earth, where our solar system is. And what I want to share here is just like we go around our sun goes around the galactic center. And one rotation around the galactic center takes 25,920 years. This is represented by the Mayan calendar broken out into 5 segments. So when you add those 5, I think it's like 5,000 and some years in each aspect of the Mayan calendar. So when you add that all together, it actually forms the great year. So when we were talking in 2012 about it being the end of the calendar, it really was the end of the calendar. It was the end of the great year, and we were moving into this new great year rotation. So we are here now on the map. It says present location of the solar system, and it is with the letter A. And what we are doing is we are moving into this time of ascension. We are literally ascending, and we are moving back towards the galactic center. And as we're moving back towards the galactic center for this next 13,000 years, we are moving back towards the light. And the light is literally knowledge, wisdom, information. I believe that light is God. So as we are traversing across the universe, going back towards the light, we're seeing all this chaos unfolding here on the planet. And that's because everything is really being pushed to the top, all of this darkness. So for the last 13,000 years, we were falling asleep. We were in this descending aspect of the universe. We were moving away from the light. And this allowed the darkness to come more onto the planet. And darkness can be described as ignorance. I know a lot of people want to say that ignorance is bliss. It's really darkness in disguise. It's where we're manipulated and controlled without even our awareness. And this has been very heavily manipulated on our planet. Very dark things have been going on. And so I know that a lot of people have been kind of traumatized by the information that's coming up. I know that I've personally been very traumatized by what I've learned, what I'm seeing, what's going on in the shadows on this planet. It's quite horrifying. But it's happening whether we want to believe it or not, whether somebody wants to call us a conspiracy theorist for believing it, whatever. That to me is just pure cognitive dissonance. They're struggling because with their belief of what the universe is, what they believe our system, our paradigm is here on planet Earth. And it's going to be really difficult for people to process how dark things have been and this intense darkness that's been going on the shadows of the planet. But I like to explain it that the light is coming back to the planet, and as the light is coming, it's shining on all the darkness. And it's bringing it to the surface for us to see. And I get there's a lot of resistance still here on the planet to seeing this information. And that's okay. We all are on our own individual journey. And in time, we will all get to where we need to go. So really have to step back and not have judgment on others. I myself get a little frustrated with people not seeing the light. I do believe that I am a starseed and that I am here to bring the light to the planet, but I also have a tendency, and I think my physical body, my being, has this tendency to swim in the darkness. And in some ways, it's challenging, and I know I get a lot of feedback and flack at times from people on that, but it's also bringing things to the light. And it's not that I love being in the darkness, but I have a propensity to be able to see the darkness, and I want to shine the light on it. So when I'm putting it out there, what I'm doing is trying to bring awareness and have all of us come onto the same page and realize, hey, it's time for the darkness to end on the planet. This time is over. So I think this map is just fascinating because we are really amplifying the light. And as that is happening, so the light's coming from the galactic center and it's actually feeding into our sun, and our sun is sending out these solar flares, these waves of energy. I don't know if you've been following a lot of that. The first quarter of this year, we had some really intense solar waves, and that's all bringing more light to our planet. So I believe, in my opinion, from what I've studied and read, that this is shifting our DNA, and it's making space in us to receive more light. And as we receive more light, we're receiving more wisdom, more information, more knowledge. We're increasing our knowledge on what's going on the planet. So we have also the Schumann resonance. I don't know if you've heard of that, but it was discovered in the 1950s by Dr. Schumann, and then first he discovered it, but then it was first actually measured in the 1960s. And what the Schumann resonance is a measurement of the hum of the earth, the frequency, the vibration of the earth, from the actual ground to the ionosphere. And that was always at about 7.82, 7.83, which is the frequency or the sound hum of Om. And that's really where the planet was sitting from when they first measured it in the 1960s to 2012. Now, in 2014, the Schumann resonance started increasing. So that means we're increasing the vibrational frequency of the planet. And it spiked up to about 16 and then moved up into the 8s. And since then, progressively over the years, it has been increasing dramatically with spikes up over 100. So we are literally shifting into a new dimensional space. The frequency that we vibrate determines the dimensional space that we're in. And I might be going a little fast here and try maybe to break some of this down into other videos. But the point of the matter is we are literally moving back towards the light, and nothing can stop this from coming. It is coming for the next 13,000 years. And we have to do our part by clearing the low vibrational frequencies from our body, which is being presented in all the traumas and dramas and conflicts and triggers that we're experiencing with other people and with events, and taking this information in. It's all an opportunity for us to clear our vessel, clear the body of low frequencies that hold us down into that third dimensional paradigm that is leaving. Earth is leaving the third density, the third dimension. It is moving on into another dimensional space. And either we are going to shift our frequency and move with the Earth, or we're probably not going to stay on Earth for this transition. And so there will be events that will cause people to leave the planet. And there should be no judgment in that either, because we are all at different places in our growth of our soul, of the expansion of who we are. So it's fine. Everything's actually always perfect. So I really just wanted to share that today and just kind of explain to you energetically how we're moving back into the light. We also, as a solar system, this can be seen, every single planet is heating up in our solar system, not just the Earth. It's not just climate change here. It's actually interplanetary climate change. And if you go on Wisdom Teachings, David Wilcock spends the entire season 28 on taking you, each episode goes through a different planet and provides scientific evidence and information on how each of those planets are being affected by this. He actually goes into that and shows that we are moving into this interstellar cloud of energy, this energy field, energy cloud out there. And this is having a huge impact on shifting our entire solar system, and it's affecting us directly here on planet Earth. So a lot of this information is something you have to go out and seek. It's not readily available. They're not sharing it with us for whatever reason. It was interesting. I had someone in my house and he had said something to me about, you know, the sun is taking our energy. And I thought, you're crazy, because the sun's giving us our energy and returning us back to our higher state of being where we should be vibrating. But after I contemplated it for a day or two, I realized, wow, well, if you are on the negative path, if you are service to self, if you are practicing those satanic rituals here on this planet, yeah, the sun's taking your energy, because it's bringing the light and showing what's happening in the darkness, right? It's shining the light on all the dark corners in the planet and all the darkness that's been existing. So yeah, if you're in the darkness, the sun's taking your light. But if you are a light being, if you are here to anchor that light on this planet, this sun is giving you light. It's giving you more information, and it's expanding our capacity to take in information, which is fantastic. So anyways, that's just my quick little take on it. I hope that that's helpful. If you have any questions, let me know. I like to keep these short and sweet. So, all right, have a great day. Take care.